Breaking news for comedy writers. This is your energetic tarot reading for November of 2024. I do feel like you are almost on the cusp of going into a new journey, but you are not quite ready yet because your emotions are a little out of whack. So this is what I'm going to tell you about what to do about that. You have a lot of anxiety. You got the Nine of Swords. It does seem like you want to move a lot with the Eight of Wands. You have the Two of Cups in reverse, which means you kind of feel lonely. You've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is also when aces come up, they usually mean a yes, but when it comes up in reverse, it usually means a no. So with an Ace of Cups, a new emotional journey. But I'm going to get a little bit more into that later. You've got the Hierophant in reverse. I wrote down a couple of things. I wonder if you feel like the system is broken. The Hierophant is usually about tradition, traditional, religious leaders. What are things that people traditionally do in order to live their lives? So with it being in reverse and with this anxiety, it just kind of makes me feel like you feel like maybe the system is broken. We do have the Empress, which is I got patient from it. Try to be a little bit more patient with yourself. Let's see. We have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish card, making a wish. Again, right up with that patience, because sometimes wishes are not granted right up front. You have some work you probably need to do in order to make that wish come true. You do have two pages. Really pay attention to the energies and the messages around your material items, your health, your body, and your money, and also your emotions. Because we have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse, I do feel like you are, and also with the this is the Nine of Cups, sorry. With the Nine of Cups, I do feel like there's a 10 in there somewhere, but you're not quite there yet. You have a wish that you need to make, or at least act on a wish. And I feel like with this Eight of Wands, it's either I know you feel like you want to do it now, or you need to do something to jumpstart yourself to do it right now. So this might be your message to actually make the wish and do something about it to make sure that it comes true. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck you have is the Emperor, and he is reversed. Uh, the Emperor is a boundary maker. He is a protector, and boundaries, protection, and he's like the father of the tarot. So he's a little bit more strict with himself. Because it's reversed, I feel like you probably need to loosen up a little bit. That's kind of what I wrote here. Loosen up your boundaries, sit with your emotions right now, listen to what they have to tell you. Um, what did I write down? Be patient. Again, with this Eight of Wands, it almost feels like you want to do something to jumpstart yourself, but you might want to be patient with that. But also with this making a wish situation, maybe make the wish and do something to jumpstart that wish to make sure it comes true. Those are the cards. Now, before we do get into some astrology and some numbers and some colors and all that other stuff, if you have never met me, I'm Chris, and I use tarot cards to help screenwriters and fiction authors get out of writer's block, feel more in flow with their creativity, and finish their projects faster. If you would like to learn how to read tarot cards and also use them as a writing tool, I actually run a writing community on my website called the Flow Your Mojo Writing Community, where you can do that. You can learn how to read tarot cards and get more into a flow and experience more of a spiritual practice with your writing. For Black Friday, I am actually running a 50% off coupon for the first 6 months of your membership. So you can start learning for as little as $4.50 a month how to read tarot cards and finish your projects faster within the first 6 months. If you there is a link down in the description box below. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. But I find it fun, and I welcome you in. Um, Numbers we have is 92531891114. Again, remember, because of all these ones and because of these eights and nines, I do feel like you're on the cusp of going into a new journey, but you're not quite ready for that new journey yet because you've got these aces and this two in reverse. You do have a couple of pages, and it just kind of feels like you need to pay a little bit more attention to what's going on around you or the situation or how you feel about the situation before you make a move. Make sure you make that wish so that you can know what action you want to take in order to make that wish come true. Now, if you do add up all these numbers, you do get 43. 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 in the major arcana is the Chariot card. The Chariot card is a reminder that we are in charge. We are the driver. The Chariot has a picture of a person on a chariot, and he's driving two sphinxes or two wild animals, and the wild animals can go any which direction that they want. However, you are the driver, so you can pull them back, you can guide them to go left or right. I just think that you need to have a little bit more of a direction of where you want to go with this, and that's probably where you're going to understand a little bit more about what your emotions are trying to talk to you about right now. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. Air is your weakest element. I was going to actually guide you to actually pay more attention to your emotions because you did get the Page of Cups and you do have these two cup cards that are reversed. However, water is your most prominent element. So I kind of feel like that you need to pay a little bit more attention to your thoughts and communication and learn a little bit more about what those messages are. So in order to do that, I'm going to ask you to pay attention to Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now, I am not an astrologer. It's not my strong suit, but I do feel like there is a science to astrology that can help you out. And so you can, on your own time, look up some of those aspects and see how they interact with whatever it is that you're feeling right now, and you can make some connections there. I was going to try to guide you a little bit with the major arcana cards, but I've got something I've never done before, actually. So you got the Empress, you got the Emperor, he's reversed. You also got the Hierophant. So we got 3, 4, and 5. So what I'm actually going to tell you to do now, two are earth, one is fire. Again, that it spreads out a whole lot of different astrology for you to pay attention to. I'm actually going to tell you to pay a little bit closer more to Mercury. The reason why is because the next card after 3, 4, and 5 is the Lovers card, which is the 6. And the Lovers is associated with Mercury and Gemini. And I've already told you to pay attention to Gemini with your air signs. So it makes me feel like in order to move yourself forward into the next cycle, you probably want to pay attention to Mercury, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And I think that those can guide you as to what to do with this 8 of Wands situation that you're urging something to do. Colors you probably want to pay attention to. I got cream, like an ice cream cone, but not like cone, but like this color cream, the background. It looks like cream to me. It looks kind of like an ice cream color. It's kind of an orangey, but yeah, cream. And then I couldn't decide which brown to go with. It's either a dark brown or a light brown. You got the brown here that's with all these cookies kind of a thing, or cups, I guess. They're actually more cups. But you also got a lot of brown here on the 9 of swords. So I'm wondering which brown it is. So just brown and see which one works best for you. I do pull 3 extra cards for you. The first one is macaroni and cheese. Whatever that means to you. Maybe you probably need to go eat something. You might be a little hungry. So take that into consideration. The next one is you got stranger. So what I kind of envisioning is with this card is I wonder if you're a stranger to yourself. I don't know why. It just whenever this card kind of comes up to me, it just kind of says that you don't know there's a mask that someone's wearing. And because you've got a lot of emotions here that you're not quite sure what to do with, it just kind of makes me feel like you might be a stranger to yourself. The next thing that I have for you is your characters decide to try a new method of travel. What is it? So just in closing, as a reminder, I'm Chris, and I use tarot cards to help screenwriters and authors get out of writer's block with my tarot cards. And if you would like to learn how to use tarot cards as a writing tool and finish your projects faster, I am running a 50% off promo code for the Flow Your Mojo writing community on my website for the first 6 months of your membership. You can learn how to read tarot cards for as little as $4.50 a month. And I would be happy to answer any questions that you have about that. There is a link down in the description box below, and you can take a look at all of that as well, along with the promo code. And with that, I would like to ask you to please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.